Good morning to you. Yes, police still standing guard here outside 345 Park Avenue, where an absolutely horrific scene unfolded last night. It was around 6:30 when police say the call came in of a man walking into this building coolly and calmly with a rifle and then shooting inside, killing several people before killing himself. I want to get right to the video from yesterday that shows just how chaotic it was here along Park Avenue. There were people running from this building as fast as they possibly could. We saw people running with their arms in the air, running with their shoes in their hands, trying to escape the chaos that was happening inside this building. Now, according to the police commissioner, Jessica Tisch, surveillance footage shows the suspect, that's 27-year-old Shane Tamura from Las Vegas, get out of his black BMW, which was double parked outside the building, carrying a rifle. He then walked into the building and immediately shot and killed that NYPD officer. He then shot and killed a woman who was taking cover behind a pillar and walked through the lobby, spraying it with gunfire. The NYPD says then, while heading to the elevator bank, Tamura shot and killed a security guard who was taking cover behind the desk. He then shot another man in the lobby. That man survived and is recovering in the hospital. We're told he then called the elevator to the lobby and let a woman get off that elevator unharmed before heading to the 33rd floor, the offices of Rudin Management. He then shot his gun while walking the floor, killing one person before walking down the hallway and killing himself. Now, people were locked down inside the building and nearby buildings for hours as police investigated. We spoke to one woman who finally escaped her office building around 8:30 last night.
We were following along on socials for a while until the fire marshal of my building, he got on the little PA and he said that there's an active shooter, we need to go under lockdown, you can't leave. And then once they told us they could leave, which was like half an hour ago, they didn't let me exit through that building, through that door.
No words can describe this act of evil, a man who takes the life of others who are innocent. And no words can fill the void that has been left by this tragedy. Our hearts break for the families and friends of the victims. We pray for the swift and safe recovery of the injured.
This morning, the NYPD is sharing more information about the officer who was sadly killed. He was Officer Didarul Islam of the 47th Precinct. He was 36 years old and a 3.5-year veteran of the police department. Now, back out here live, the big question that still remains this morning is why? What was the motive in this shooting? And the police tell us they don't know yet. They are still working to figure out what led up to this, what caused this suspect to walk into this building and kill those people before killing himself. Now, the police commissioner said this suspect does have a history of mental health issues. They say they searched his car and they found a rifle case with rounds, a revolver, as well as ammunition. So lots of questions still to be answered here. This investigation obviously in its very early stages. But now for more on the victims, we turn to my colleague Justin Finch, who is outside the hospital with the latest details. Justin, over to you.
Julie, good morning. And this morning, we do know that one victim is now fighting for his life. One lone surviving victim here. As we know, 4 others have lost their lives, including that NYPD officer who was rushed here to New York Presbyterian Weill Cornell Medical Center last night. And early this morning, Mayor Eric Adams saluting that officer's sacrifice.
We lost 4 souls to another senseless act of gun violence, including a member of the New York City Police Department, Officer Islam. He served in the 47th Precinct. He was just 36 years old and a 3.5-year veteran of the department.
A life cut short, the NYPD remembering fallen officer Didarul Islam as representing the very best of the force. Authorities say Officer Islam was working private security when shots rang out at that Park Avenue office tower. Police and many others now hailing Islam as a hero, saying the officer gave his life protecting others. And overnight, a crowd of fellow NYPD officers standing vigil as Islam's body was carried from New York Presbyterian Weill Cornell Medical Center to the medical examiner's office. The 36-year-old was an immigrant from Bangladesh, and we have learned he now leaves behind a wife, 2 young boys, and was expecting a 3rd child. The tragedy also shaking the National Football League, which keeps offices in that Midtown high-rise. Calling the shooting an unspeakable act of violence, NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell confirming one of its employees was seriously injured. Goodell also expressing gratitude for the law enforcement response and to Officer Islam directly for laying down his life for so many others. And Commissioner Goodell going on to say that injured NFL employee was rushed to the hospital and was in stable condition. He's asking for all of the NFL to surround that employee's family with love and support at this time. Goodell also saying to any NFL New York employee, they do not have to go into work today. They can work from home. He also says security at 345 Park Avenue will be stepped up as this investigation continues. Craig and Vanessa, back into you.